Hi all, welcome again to Win Win Chess for Kids. This time we are going to see the history of Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai. Rani Lakshmi Bai was one of the leading warriors of India's first war of independence and a symbol of bravery, patriotism, respect of girl child, perseverance, generosity and resistance to British rule. She fought till her last breath for the welfare of women in India and the noble cause of India's independence. She was born to a Maharashtrian family at Kasi in 18 November 1835. Her father supported her to learn to ride elephants and horses. She also took formal training in martial arts, which included horse riding, shooting, fencing. Manikarnika was the name of Rani Lakshmi Bai in her childhood. In the year 1842, she got married to the Maharaja of Jhansi, Gangadhar Rao, and became the Queen of Jhansi. After their marriage, she was given the name Lakshmi Bai. In the year 1851, she gave birth to a son. Unfortunately, the child did not survive more than 4 months. In the year 1853, Gangadhar Rao fell sick and became very weak. So, the couple decided to adopt a child. To ensure that British do not raise an issue over the adoption, they got this adoption witnessed by local British representatives. On 21st November 1853, Maharaja Gangadhar Rao died. On 7th March 1854, British issued dissolving the state of Jhansi in accordance with the provisions of Doctrine of Lapse. Rani Lakshmi Bai was enraged due to this injustice. Major Ellis came to meet Lakshmi Bai. Ellis read out the official declaration of dissolving the state. The furious Rani Lakshmi Bai told Ellis, "I shall not give my Jhansi to British." She was firm on the decision not to give up the dominion of Jhansi to Britishers. Along with Meerut, Delhi, Parli, Jhansi was also freed from the British rule. 3 years after Jhansi was freed, Rani Lakshmi Bai took over the control of Jhansi and made preparation to defend Jhansi from likely attack by the British. Sir Hugh Ross was appointed by the British to capture Rani Lakshmi Bai alive. On 20th March 1858, Sir Hugh encamped with his army 3 miles away from Jhansi and sent a message to her that she should surrender. But rather than surrendering, she stood on the rampart of a fort, motivating her army to fight with the British. Even after 3 days of continuous firing, the fort of Jhansi could not be attacked. Therefore, Sir Hugh decided to adopt the path of treachery. Finally, on 3rd April, the army of Sir Hugh Ross entered the Jhansi. The British soldiers started looting Jhansi. Rani Lakshmi Bai decided to join Peshwa of Maratha Empire by breaking the block of enemy. In the night, with a troop of trusted 200 cavalry, she tied her 12-year-old son Damodar to her back and, raising the slogan of Jai Shankar, left the fort. She penetrated the British block and rode towards Kalpi. Her father, Morupant, was with her. While breaking the faction of British army, her father got injured, captured by British and was hanged. After riding continuously for 24 hours, covering distance of 102 miles, Rani reached Kalpi. Peshwa judged the situation and decided to help her. On 22nd May, Sir Hugh Ross attacked Kalpi. Rani Lakshmi Bai rushed to the front like lightning bolts, holding her sword. Her forceful attack resulted the setback in British army. Sir Hugh, disturbed with this attack and setback, brought his reserved camel troops onto the battlefield. The fresh reinforcement of the army affected the order of revolutionary, and Kalpi was taken by British on 24th May. Defeated Rao Sahib Peshwa, Nawab of Banda, Tatya Top, Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi, and all the chieftains gathered at Gopalpur. Rani Lakshmi Bai suggested taking over Gwalior. Shinde, the ruler of Gwalior, was pro-British. Lakshmi Bai won over Gwalior and handed it over to Peshwa. Sir Hurus had heard about the defeat of Gwalior by Rani Lakshmibai. He realized that the situation could go out of control if time was wasted. Therefore, he marched towards Gwalior. Lakshmibai and Peshwa decided to fight back British as Sir Hurus touched Gwalior. Lakshmibai took it upon herself to safeguard the east side of Gwalior. Lakshmibai inspired her army, even her maids, attired men's uniform, took to the battlefield. The bravery of Lakshmibai resulted in the retreat of British army. On 18 June, the British attacked Gwalior from all sides. Lakshmibai decided to break the enemy front and go out rather than surrendering. While breaking the military front, she came across a garden. She was not riding a Raj Ratan horse. The new horse started going round and round near the canal instead of jumping and crossing it. Rani Lakshmibai realized the consequence and turned back to attack the British army. She got injured, started bleeding, and fell from her horse. Being in a man's costume, the soldiers did not recognize her and left her there. The faithful servants of Rani took her to the nearby Gangadas Mutt and gave her Gangajal. She expressed her last wish that her body should not be touched by any Britishman and embraced a brave death. The Rani Lakshmibai breathed her last at the young age of 23. She inspired many generations of Indians, thus becoming immortal in the freedom fight. We bow before such a brave warrior, Rani Lakshmibai. The life history of the Rani Lakshmibai, who preferred to sacrifice her life at the young age of 23 years in the battle, is very inspiring for all the generation to come.